Okay, so let's get into it. Today we're doing a deep dive on this piece of software, DeepSearch AI. It's stirred up some talk, and, well, our mission is pretty straightforward. Is this AI people search tool genuinely useful, or is it maybe just playing on our need to find people online?
Yeah, the promise is definitely appealing. Deep Search AI, it really positions itself like your own private investigator right in your pocket. It claims it can use just a name to, track down social media profiles, find background info, pull together public data. Sounds kind of perfect if you're trying to find an old friend or maybe run a quick informal background check.
Exactly, sounds super handy. But you read the source review we looked at, and bam, the red flags go up almost immediately. The reviewer basically calls it a digital detective wannabe. And the main criticism isn't just that it doesn't work perfectly, it's this feeling that while it says it's helping you, the review really hints it might just be, and this is a quote, picking your pocket.
And what's really interesting is how it works. It's pretty much a classic premium trap textbook case.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's free to download. That gets you in the door. But the second you try to do what you actually downloaded it for, like searching for a real person, maybe an old colleague or something, nope, the results are locked right behind a pretty hefty paywall.
Right, the paywall. And this is where it gets kind of wild, especially for you listening. The cost is, well, it's a lot. We're talking $6.99 for just 1 week of unlimited searches. Or you can jump straight to $39.99 for their premium access. Just think about that for a second, that $39.99. That's pricier than paying for Netflix, Disney Plus, and Spotify combined for a month. It feels like they're charging this huge tax just for instant gratification for something that maybe shouldn't cost that much.
Exactly. I mean, people often pay for convenience. We all do it. But here, the app itself seems functionally weak, which makes that price feel, well, pretty outrageous. It is okay finding famous people, celebrities, but that's easy, right? It's likely just scraping public stuff, Wikipedia news headlines. Where it really falls down, apparently, is finding regular people, normal folks.
Hold on. So the main reason someone would even download this app, finding that old classmate or distant relative, that's the one thing it's not good at.
That's what it looks like, yeah. It suggests it isn't doing any, actual advanced searches. It's not performing deep analysis or using special databases like a serious tool might. It's just packaging up publicly available info that, honestly, you could probably find yourself with a quick Google search for free. The irony there is pretty stark. Charging a premium for free public data.
Okay, and that brings up trust, doesn't it? Once people figure out they've paid like $40 for a Google search result, the reviews must get pretty bad. Our source mentions seeing these weirdly generic 5-star reviews, but then you see the real users. People saying things like they searched a friend, hit the paywall instantly, felt scammed, and regretted paying immediately.
Yeah, that instant regret is telling. And it connects directly to the company behind it and their data practices. The app's made by X Studios Mobile. They're a Turkish company.
Yeah.
This part is pretty important if you care about privacy. Their own privacy policy openly states they track your data across other apps and websites you visit. The source didn't mince words, called it aggressive data harvesting.
Wow. Okay, let me make sure I've got this right.
Yeah.
You're potentially paying $40 for info you could find for free.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're basically agreeing to let them track you pretty intensely online. That sounds like a double whammy. You lose money and data privacy.
It really does seem that way. You're out cash, and you're giving up control over your digital footprint.
So wrapping this up, what's the bottom line for you, the listener? The verdict from our source material seems pretty clear-cut, basically. Save your money, protect your data. If you need to find someone online, stick to the tools you already know, LinkedIn, Facebook, even just a regular Google search. They usually work, and they don't have that hidden data cost.
And it makes you think, doesn't it? Especially about that instant regret people felt after subscribing. If the actual information is basically free, readily available, what makes people click buy on a $40 app just for the idea of speed or AI convenience? It really poses a question for all of us. What's the most you've ever paid for convenience, maybe on an app or subscription, only to think, ugh, why did I do that? Just minutes later. Something to consider.